Hey guys, welcome to day 28, Praise Dance Competition, Part 4, Alternatives. So I want to discuss are there ways that we can engage our dancers outside the competition where they can be comfortable and they still can minister and they're not being rated as far as placements and rewards. Are there other ways that we can help them to minister and take it outside of the stage with the lights and the music and the costumes and the judges? Are there other ways? So there are some things that I came up with. I want to discuss the reward system. So looking at different forms on the reward system is first place, grand prize cash and trophies. Second place is a trophy, and then third place, dancers get a certificate. So I question the reward system with this quote, and the quote was that I read off a form, which I found very interesting. What happens after we get the prizes and rewards? Is there anything after that? So I found it interesting how they're pondering what happens when the music stops and the competition is over. Like, what do we do next? And I found that very interesting. So are they competing to have another dance that will outdo the other teams? Is it about the flashy costumes? Like, what more will happen after the competition's over? So I found that very interesting that was on that forum. So the questions that I have with the reward system is, what are leaders doing about the mindset of those who don't win trophies or prize monies? And what happens to those who don't place third or fourth or fifth? So again, what is the mindset? Is it really ministry, or is it about winning? Like I said, you can ask them a question. Hey guys, how do you feel since we didn't win? Or what is the main focus of the praise dance competition? And don't cheat by telling them it's about ministry and all this other stuff. Let them answer for themselves. And dancers are very honest, and they'll tell you, like, hey, it's all about that money, it's all about the trophy, it's about beating so and so church, or this and this church is about being on top. And if they say that, then that's fine, but then that lets you know that you have a lot of homework to do, and then you have to teach about ministry. So again, that is the questions that I have towards the reward system. Another quote that I got as far as ministry, and again, this is from the dance forums that I saw and that I read and that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So another one was, judges take the time to critique and let the praise dance teams know if they're ready for ministry. And if that is true, my question is, are judges making physical contributions towards these critiques? If teams are not ready for ministry, then how are they preparing them to minister in the future? Okay, so are they just sitting in their little chairs in their judge panels and giving notes, or are they making physical contributions? Are they being physical by giving lectures and doing workshops and holding master classes themselves? What are they doing to make physical contribution as judges? So that's just another question that I have. I want to discuss with you guys 5 alternative ideas that you can have outside of praise dance competitions that makes everybody comfortable and really focus on ministry versus performance. Number 1 is praise dance workshops. They teach the difference between performance and ministry, how to build a dance ministry, and emotionalism versus true worship. And I think that's very key and very important. Number 2, praise dance showcases. It allows groups to minister what is pleasing in the sight of God, assuring the effectiveness of ministering the gospel. Another one is preparation to minister, where you teach master classes and technique, and you do free workshops, and you also set up community events where praise dance teams can minister to the community and make it global, take it outside of the stage. Number 4 is fellowship ministry. So number 3 was preparation to minister. Number 4 is fellowship ministry. And the way you can do that is create a showcase for the winners and also those who did not win. So you have those who were in first place, and then you have those who wasn't even mentioned at all, the ones that didn't get the certificates or who did get it. So again, what you can do is combine those two teams, the ones who excelled within technique and the costumes and the music and the staging, and combine them or hook them up with those who were very poor in the area and have them come together to create a piece where they can minister to hospitals or homeless shelters or soup kitchens or whatever charity that you want to make a donation to, raise money. But the whole purpose of the fellowship is to have them engage and develop a relationship. So you're going beyond like the trophies and the costumes. You're not doing that. It's all about fellowshipping and nurturing a relationship. So again, what you want to do is build relationship, and that's the whole thing of fellowship ministry. Again, you want to create a showcase, of those who excelled within, winning all those categories versus those who did not. And it's a great way to challenge each other and to strengthen them, and to also enhance the skill set so they can learn from each other. And the last one, guys, is a soul drive. If you want to compete for something, then compete winning souls for Christ. How many people can you reach during a revival? Have a clothing drive, make donations, raise money for, like I said, keep it community minded, keep it global minded, make community events, have revivals where you want to see people saved and healed. That should be the main focus of ministry. So create a soul drive. Like I said, community events that represents Christ. Another thing you want to do when it comes to nurturing and fellowshipping different relationships, have bowling night, have skate nights, have bowl drives or Bible drives. I mean, there's so many activities that you can do for praise dancers that nurture the relationship with other ministries, instead of having them compete on an annual basis, for the trophy or the prize, or they're in the mindset of, oh, I'm going to beat, Bethel John Baptist Church, or I'm going to beat Yosemite Methodist Church or whatever, instead of having that mindset of always winning. Like I said, these are alternatives where everybody is at peace and they're not under pressure of somebody writing notes and being judged and, critiquing them. They can just go out and minister and then fellowship with one another. Like I said, nurture a relationship. So again, those are just the top 5, and I'll repeat it so you can have praise dance workshops, praise dance showcases, preparation to minister, fellowship ministry, and soul drives. So basically, guys, the challenge is pretty simple. Establish a system that physically ministers to those who did not place in the competition. So again, those that fell to the wayside, what are you doing to lift up their spirits and to help them realize that ministry is important and they do have a part as a praise dancer when it comes to ministering to other people. Number 2, create platforms of verbal expressions as soon as it's over. So those that didn't win, take them to a room, have them express themselves, and sit down and then listen as to what they were focusing on. This is a great way to minister. So again, create verbal platforms of expression when they can express themselves. If they're doing all the crying and they're mad, let them have their ways. But like I said, sit back, observe, listen, take notes, and this is a great way to minister. And the last one is create fellowship. You want to have these people continually interact with one another outside the competition, between those who didn't win and did win, especially those who didn't win. If they're really upset and they're angry and bitter, make them sit in a room with the winners and then have them discuss how they feel, and then bring them together. Start making events where they can nurture each other's relationship and go beyond the trophies and the winning of the stage. So okay, guys, that was the main 3 challenges. Subscribe to this channel, please. Like I said, comment in the box and tell me what you think. If you agree or if you disagree, like I said, let's have a conversation, start a dialogue. Thank you so much, and be blessed. And I'll see you for the last 2 days of the praise dance competition. Be blessed.